a lot of bad shit in my life that I ain't proud of. Don't regret shit in my life, nigga, I ain't found none. Into the bed, that's all I know. In this bag, that's all I know. Love of my life, that's all I know. Earning my stripes, that's all I know. That's all I know. Got up there preaching while the devil tryna talk in my ear. Not just anybody, you can ask anybody. I know where I've been, you heard what I said. You heard what I said.
Yeah. Look, catch a flight overnight if it's the right dollar. Me and them are contrasted like white walls. Only way I stand out more is if my height taller. But God knew that wasn't right cause I'm already ballin'.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Creed Speaks Media. I am sitting here with Yunoshi Lyon and Mo.Et, two of my favorite artists out of Carolinas, period. And I just believe they're exceptionally talented and y'all are gonna get to know them. So first off, my first question is, how has 2020 been treating you minus the bullshit?
Great question.
Well, 2020 it's been difficult, but at the same time, it's been like telling everybody to just pause, chill out. Like, it's been a lot of downtime for everybody to really learn more about yourself. You know, it's been a lot of tragedy, but like at the same time, you know, it depends on how you deal with it. You know what I mean? Life is half of what happens, half of how you handle it. So,
yeah, definitely had a lot of downtime. A lot of time to actually like do a lot of the stuff that you said you was gonna do, but like never really had the time. Yeah, really just been locked in, just like taking advantage of the time because we never gonna get this much free time again.
This is never gonna happen again. I don't want to speak too soon. Don't.
Well, yeah, fingers crossed. But for everybody out there, I hope y'all spend the time learning something. Because now is the perfect time.
And it ain't over.
Oh, yeah.
It's COVID.
You're going to go back on lockdown again, right? Or something like that.
You see us, we got our masks on, we got them down a little bit.
Yeah, put it on. And it goes over your nose. I know it go like that. Put it over your nose.
Yes, please wear your mask and stop being out here all willy-nilly, you know. So, y'all brought some great points of just capitalizing that time, and I feel like it's been a time for a lot of reflection. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has kind of been forced to face yourself. Like, all right, you know, outside of all the other bullshit going on, what can I do to get through this moment? So, what has been something y'all have been doing to just keep on pushing?
Creating, creating. That's the best way that I can say it. Like, every day I've gotten more into like meditation in the mornings, and I'll just essentially speak positive affirmations and stuff into myself, into my life, and into the people around. Like, you know, just ask to keep being pushed in the right direction, and then ask to also be a vessel, and then I'll just go in and create, and then usually it just flows as it should.
Yeah. For me, it's definitely been like being around my family more. Cause like before all this happened, I was staying in like Atlanta, but when the whole COVID thing happened, it like wiped out my job. So I had to like move back to South Carolina, where I got to spend a lot of time with like my mom and my nieces and stuff, which is cool. Cause I haven't like actually lived in South Carolina. I grew up in South Carolina, was born and raised here, but I moved to Atlanta in 2013. And this was like my first time moving back since then. So it was cool really being around my family and like my friends. Like, you know, that really kept me up this year. That was the biggest part. I don't know if I could have would have been in the same space if I was in Atlanta going through all of this, because Atlanta's a different monster. But yeah, that's been it for real.
Speaking of Atlanta, so what do you feel is like a difference? What is you said it's a different mind state?
It's like it's just different. Like, I mean, a city's a city, a country's a country, but it's just like it's
different energy.
Yeah, it's different energy, you know, and just like, and I'll even say Atlanta, different sides of Atlanta have like different energies and stuff. I lived on all different sides. When I first moved, it was north side, then I moved to the east side, and I moved to the south side, and it was just like, I don't know, like the pace of where I was at in the south side, it was like really slow compared to what it is that I was actually trying to like accomplish.
Yeah.
So it's just like the energy around me wasn't matching exactly what my plan was. And it's not like I was even like conscious of that at the moment. It's just another thing, like you were saying, like reflection. That's something I reflected back on and realized, like, yeah, like I don't know if this would have happened if I was still in Atlanta. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise type thing. It's weirdly enough, oddly enough, like a blessing in disguise type thing.
Yeah, speaking on like the family thing, like I'm like currently back in North Augusta where both of us are from.
Yeah.
And
shout out to North Augusta.
Yeah, facts and off, man.
Facts.
And it's weird because it's like I've been in Columbia for the past like 4 years, and I had to go back to North Augusta because 2020 ain't letting up on me, by the way. But like you just can't do too much complaining because they ain't gonna that's not gonna change nothing. And it's really about like understanding why you're in the situation you're in. When I had to go back to North Augusta because me and my brother was staying on St. Andrews, off St. Andrews Road, and just a wild storm happened. And like, we got crazy, like started flooding in our apartment complex, and I'm chilling, watching like NBA or something, water coming. I just see water coming in the crib. I'm like, yo, call my brother like, hey, it's flooding in the crib. He's like, bro, I'm in the parking lot. I see it. You need to get out, basically. So my first thought, I'm like, okay, let me unplug everything and grab like my laptop and all that, and I'm out. Like, I walk outside and it looked like Katrina. Like, I'm like, yo, one of my neighbors, he like, hey, you gotta move your car, bro. Water like here, bro. Like, you gotta move your car. I'm like, damn. I just got up, my car floating now. Like, he pushing it out the water. And somehow it was still driving though. I got the oven I got up there.
I'm sorry, that's wild.
Yo, and when I opened the door, like water rushed in. I had to have it close. Like, I'm driving with my feet underwater. Like,
that's nice.
Down Harbison, bro. I'm calling Ray. Like, hey, yo, you home, bro? Like, y'all, your apartment straight? He's like, yeah, we just chilling. I was like, bro, that's my joint. It's crazy. So I had to bounce back from a lot. I'm still trying to bounce back from a lot of that. And but yeah, you just gotta keep it pushing. It's like you can't beat yourself up. You can't beat your situation up too much. Like, you alive and you well. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's just how you gotta take it.
Yeah. At some point, you gotta ask yourself, like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gonna sit there?
Sit there and cry? Yeah. Like, or you gonna get up and
yeah.
So yeah, it's about being productive these days. I'm around my parents more, and it's a different energy because you've grown like from years of not being home. You go back home, you've grown, you got in a different wavelength, and then it's like, it's just about adapting. And I just try to spend my time, just working on my craft and everything.
So Yunoshi Lyon, man.
Yeah.
So I remember. It's crazy. I can kind of sometimes remember like how I got traced with somebody. I remember being at a Void show and seeing you perform for the first time. That was like, I want to say that was 2019. But I had heard you a few times before or whatever. And like, I was amazed. I was just like, yo, this dude has a really different sound. And like the way you, man, me and Terrence was just talking about this. Like, when we came over, because I gave him a list of projects to check out, like, just new shit. And I was like, yo, you got to check out this Yunoshi Lyon. And I was like, yo, I got to do a write-up or something. Because this shit is hard. And it's like, it's diverse. And it's a different vibe. So let's talk about, like, what went into this.
Alone in the Dark demo. That's my first official project as Yunoshi Lyon. When I first started music, I went by, like, my real name. My real name is Garrett Julian. That's my first and middle name.
Wait a minute, I've seen your name somewhere before.
Yeah, before when I was Garrett Julian, I actually dropped a project named Ruby Cruz after my car. I had a red 04 red Impala. It was beautiful. It had the rims and everything. But like I had a project.
It sounded like he was talking about a woman for a second, like the way he's like.
Ruby was different. Bro.
That was my baby.
Ruby was different. Like it was so inspiring being in that car. It had like the most beautiful sound system like in the world. Like you could play anything in there and it'll just sound like 10 times better. Like I know everybody said that, like, but whatever. Anyway. Yeah, that car, I had a project based off my experience in that car. But one thing I'll say about me and my journey is like I had like early, I would call it now like a early kind of like identity crisis. Like I like to make different type of music. It's not like I'm set to be like the greatest rapper in the world or the greatest singer in the world or the greatest like producer or instrument player, nothing like that. It's like it really depends on the day and like what I'm feeling. Like some days I'm
the same as that way.
Yeah, me and Mo talk about that all the time. Like
it's crazy.
Like you gotta like it's just really a vibe type thing. Like we've been diving into different genres and stuff. Like some days niggas will wake up and want to make a rock song type joint. So,
I appreciate stuff like that so much, like different sounds.
Yeah. So yeah, I say I went through like a little bit of like an early identity crisis, like just not knowing which direction I wanted to look like to match my sound, and then you start thinking about like marketing and all that other stuff. You let, as an artist, like if you let too much of that stuff get in your head, like it can really like cause you to get cluttered and just kind of like burn yourself out after a while. Yeah. And that's what it did to me, honestly. Like after a while, I was just burnt out. Like I said, by the time I got back to SAE and by the time I finished school at SAE, I was completely burnt out. I had just learned how to produce. Like that was 2017. I've been playing instruments since high school, but I just learned how to actually like use the software and stuff like that in 2017. But when I left school, even though I picked up all these new skills, you know, you think you would be like ecstatic, you know what I'm saying, like ready to get out into the world and do this and do that. I didn't feel that way. I felt like all right, like what are you gonna do now? And that's really what brought me to my concept. After a long time, that's what brought me to my concept of Alone in the Dark. Was just me like actually realizing like myself and who actually I was. Like I realized like I didn't necessarily need to fight myself over who exactly I wanted to be, like as far as my sound or like my look or anything like that. Because truth is like I'm all of these things. Like if you listen to Alone in the Dark, like it's a short demo, but it gives you a little bit of everything. Like Wow featuring Nisi Blues, Earth to Demi, Homegirl Asian Persuasion. That's more hip hop. Like if you listen to that, it's a soundscape, but if you get into the song, it's more hip hop. But then you get the song too, and you hear So Beautiful. Yeah. So Beautiful is more like I don't even know, it's more electric type.
Like I would even, it's crazy. It's hard to put that in one genre. It's like that could be alternative.
Yeah.
That can give.
Well, my thing is like music is such a thin line. It's not like people try to categorize it so much, but it's like something could easily be something else. Like,
and you don't always need the label. All I know is it sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. and me, like, the way I look at it, and I'm starting to get more into electronic, into more, because I was raised like on old school music. Like he'll tell you that like if he ever be around my pops, like that's all my pops play around.
Listen, right? Mo can name you any old school song. It's embedded in his brain.
Come on, like if it come on, I ain't about to say I know every song, I like every album, but like if we in the car and you put on the old school station, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna know what song you're on. Like we literally rolled down here and I was just sing every song that came on. And he was like, bro, what? Seriously,
I'm that friend in my circle.
But that's like, and that's what I had to. That's where I had to find myself as who am I, like as far as being an artist, because I was like I would rap a lot. Like I started out just really mainly rapping, but like once I started going towards singing, it was like the Retro Mo is like that's really what I'm on. It's like, but I was born in this is my era. I wasn't born in the wrong era. I'm born in the right era. I just like have that was my influence. So the retro Mo is like me, it's not me trying to emulate.
You just being yourself.
It's me like saying this is my interpretation of what that is to me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And in a lot of ways, like if you go on my project and the third song is called Light Plus Light, and it's like the first half of it is more like a freestyle. The next half is more like the beat and stuff like that. I feel like just like what we're saying, like just kind of unlearning like the old, like kind of traditional ways of just like making music and stuff, or just like being an artist. Period, where you gotta. You know what I'm saying? This is you. This is your thing. Like, embrace all the things that are you.
The boxes.
Exactly. To rid yourself of the boxes.
It's like the history. Like, it's like our generation doesn't understand like the history of what these music genres are. People call like EDM house music. They call that white music. It's like, bro,
house music is black.
Like, that is literally black music. Like, if you can look back to the first people that were really using synthesizers like that's P-Funk, man. That's Parliament Funkadelic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we created all of this.
Rock. We created rock. We created
blues,
country. Blues. Like it's thin lines though. Like, genres are very thin lines, and that's I'm trying to do whatever. Like whatever I feel, wherever wind blow, that's what I'm trying to do.
Facts.
I'm trying to give you every feeling because we as people, like, I don't like somebody conveying one-dimensional like feelings in music because like that's not you all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like me, or you can go to somebody for a specific instance. Like if you want to turn up, you're gonna go to specific people.
Right.
But I'm a person with layers. Like I want to give you every emotion, every feeling like that I feel. That's what music is.
And we need that because I don't know. I feel like I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, this generation. I feel like, people kind of move away from actually vibing through. It's always like, well, you need to sound like this because this is what the industry wants. But it's like, just vibe. I appreciate when people make music and they sing, and you know how back in the day they'll jump in. They kind of vibe out for a little bit and jump back in. You don't hardly hear that. Everybody want to make 2-minute
jam
songs.
Sessions.
What about jam sessions? That's what I appreciate about people like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Nisi Blues.
See,
they will like all of these people who make vibes.
With the 2-minute songs and stuff, it's just like the air. It's like the streaming air. It's very microwave. Like people are on something and they like it's quick. Like it heat up quick and then
on to the next thing.
You know what I'm saying? But like, even if you make a 2-minute, it's a way to do a 2-minute song because I love 2-minute songs too. Like most of my songs are like 3 minutes. It's like I do want to steer towards,
but it feels longer though, and that's what you want. Like,
and it's replay value.
Content.
It's replay value. So it's like I'll make a short song intentionally, so you have to play it again.
You don't want to hear it.
That's playing by the
the first time I heard the chat with you and Jay Donzo, I was like, "Run that shit back." You know what I'm saying? You want to just bounce to it.
And that was just a feeling. That was an energy thing too. Like I made that beat in another session. Like I just put headphones on, made that beat, and then I sent it to Donzo, and then he went to the studio, recorded that, and then got back to me. I was like, okay, well I'm just about to. I love making music with other people because music to me is like collaborative. Like it's meant to you like connect people. You know what I'm saying? So what better way to do that than to make music with somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel that. Even though I didn't do that on my project, I produced 4 out of 5 songs on my last project.
Which one you didn't produce?
The very first one.
Okay.
But I produced So Beautiful, Light Plus Life, Anybody, and the outro. Appreciate it, yo.
It's different, man, when you got your hand in the production side. People don't understand. Like it's like I can't do like the tight beats. I can't do it like even if I like a tight beat, I'll have to like build a similar vibe.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll write to beats like that and then I'll just construct something of a similar vibe, but it's me. Like I'm making it.
Yeah.
And Vonnie, it's really either me or Vonnie that produces my song, like, or we'll do it together. But I think it's just a chemistry thing. So it's like for me, in order to like get on somebody else's like piece or something, it has to really like resonate with me. I can't just because you sent me a beat, I might try something, but it gotta, it's an energy thing. You gotta feel that. Like you gotta feel what you're doing.
Yeah, it's definitely a feeling thing. So yeah, to answer your question, Alone in the Dark is definitely like a feeling thing. It's like what you get when you remove what you get when I remove all those boxes, all those different stigmas we put on artists about how we should be and stuff like that. It's like that's just a little small sampler of like all the stuff that we can do. But it's more coming. It's definitely more coming now. Because like you said, I do like to collaborate with folks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love collaboration. Like,
so y'all have something coming up, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Since we talking about collaboration,
Let's talk about it because y'all are the best people to come together now.
Hey man,
it was really a matter of time. It was a long time coming because, like I said, we've known each other for the longest time, and both of us we're like versatile artists, right? So if me and him were to do like a whole thing together, it'd be no telling what it would sound like.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I know once I hear one, I'm gonna want it all. So just go ahead and get started.
But we at the moment we only have one on wax, and that's coming very soon. It's called. Long time. I took a long time to answer that. Yeah. Long time.
I like what you did there.
Long time, and that actually, the way we went about making that was we were just listening to beats. We was actually at. Oh, he's not over there, but we was at Daewoo's crib.
Poor beating is really like starting to get me now.
Yeah, we were at Daewoo's crib, and we was just listening to beats, and then I think like nothing was really hitting us the way we. I was like, whatever, I'm gonna make something. So I just basically started making the beat, and then made the beat, and he was just writing like as I was doing it. So then when I got to it, he was like. And I'm going in the booth.
It was this one part in the beat.
Yeah.
Mo actually, it was a whole nother
more
beat.
Complex. Like it was a lot more going on. But he was like, "Yo, zero this in." And
it was this 1 second of like, or this one loop in the beat. I was like, Mo, like this part right here, like just loop this, and he played it for like, I say like 30 minutes or 45, whatever it was. Wrote the hook, and then we laid down like the skeleton, came back like a week or so later, and then pieced it all together. But it was again just one of them things that's super crazy to link up with another diverse artist, and y'all be on like the same wavelength for that.
Yeah.
So that's like the cool thing about it. It's fun.
I noticed, I like what I love about both of y'all is y'all actually make like feel good music. It's something that I crave. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing like to turn up and all that gangster shit, but I like to just chill and be like, yo, that feels good in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you chilling, you kind of want to break from some of that shit. Like, it's programming. You want to break from, all the craziness. So I really respect and appreciate that about both of y'all.
Yeah, that was honestly my goal for Retro Mo, because Weightless, it was more, to me, it felt cold. It felt like a colder, like chill type of sound. So I was like, okay, but this don't really capture, the entirety of me, because niggas who know me, like if you play like some music or something, I'm gonna start dancing, you know what I'm saying? Like you see me out there at the parking garage dancing the whole time, but like
y'all gotta check out that.
We gotta end on the note, then we gotta play some music, then and we gonna dance on the way out.
I'm very like even keel for the most part. Like I'm pretty chill, but like I was raised on that era of where the music like is feel good. Like the feel good music to me is like it's feel good music in every era, but like that. Something about that 80s.
Yes.
That
80s,
late 70s to like 80s, bro. It's like that's that cookout music. Like that's the cookout music that every
music people gonna play forever. You gonna always come back to it.
Like Tastes Like Candy, stuff like that, bro. That is like, to me, it's like, how do y'all do that? How do y'all make those vibes? And that's really what I'm diving into now. Like, I'm really studying like how. And me and Free actually had a conversation of what distinguishes the feel of this song versus this song. And like he actually used the examples of he said, tell me what the difference between Don't Stop Believing by Journey is and Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. I was like, well, two like totally different feelings. They're both like telling stories. They're both very iconic storytelling songs. One is more inspirational. One is like Michael, like, nigga, I'm going through it. Like, I don't know what, like, she claiming like, but
the production was like the build up of the production.
Yeah, and it's like the feel of the music itself. Like I told him, before you even ever get to the lyrics, you hear Journey, it sounds happy. Like it sounds like, dun, 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 just a small time. Like it's the feeling, but they're matching the lyrics to the feeling itself. Like music is really all about feelings. The lyrics are important, but if that vibe don't matter, you can be the best lyricist in the world, but if the vibe don't match, it don't matter. Like everything beat selection is very important.
Everything gotta hit in the mix.
It got to.
The mix has to hit. Like it has to be clean. Like, I mean, granted, everybody can, open Logic and, throw some EQ on stuff, but to anybody out there, yes, the mix is important. Like,
super.
The stuff that makes, with talking with Mo and everything, I say like the stuff that makes songs special is the way that it hits. Like if you got something coming out like a PA system, or if you ever been in the club, like even with trap music, especially with trap music, like the way that kick drum hits whenever you in the club and stuff like that. Like trust me,
you can even look like at twerk songs. Like
it's
every woman knows. Once Back That Ass Up comes on, that build up, we are making our way to the floor. Okay, you see her? She's on cue. Okay, because I'm about to get started.
You know what it is, bro, about like bass and just the way drums. That's black, bro. That is like drums is.
It gets you. It just pumps up something in you.
That's in our DNA, but to hear drums.
You gotta have it.
You hear drums, the drums they hit the right way. You have to move. Like,
facts.
If you're not moving, then I can't trust you.
It's embedded,
bro.
If you're not moving,
bro,
I can't trust you, bro. Cause like, why? What you on? Like
something blocking you.
Yeah,
I just got a random thought. Right, this is for y'all. Please, when y'all get the time and energy, delve into some Afro beats and reggae.
Oh, I'm already on.
See, we here.
I've been making Afro beats like as of late. I've been making some crazy.
Because the drums are what draws you in, man.
It's the percussion. Like once you master the basic drums,
you can really
with
add
the percussion
just about
and
any
stuff
type
like
of melody and stuff.
Man,
like that. The drums, that's what I mean by it doesn't matter. Like you could have listened to rap your whole life. I was actually talking to Ray's earlier, and I was telling him yeah, man, I listen to just about everything, and I think Ivan might have been playing Wizkid. Like I was like, bro, that Wizkid album is crazy, and I was like, he was like, I just have to get my prepared to listen. I'm like, you really don't, bro. Like it's in you, like that's the mother, bro. That's the mother. Man. It's like
I hadn't even tapped into it. I hadn't even listened to any Wizkid, honestly, until his most recent.
That was actually my first time,
and I listened to it. That I had it on.
Y'all gotta check out some of my playlists, man. I be throwing them on there.
Definitely.
I listen to Burna Boy.
I listen to Burna Boy.
I have Nigerian friends, and I came into college. My first roommate was Nigerian, straight from Nigeria, not like his people's Nigerian, straight from Nigeria. And I had a roommate the next year that was from Nigeria. And it's like they play that. And that was my first really.
So I don't know what it is. I've always been drawn to that music. There's some days I be like, fuck all this rap, fuck all this other shit. I just want to hear this all day long, every day for about a week. Sometimes I get into those moods because it feels good, and especially if you're a person who like to dance. That's who I am. So it's lit, man. All right, so we are going to get into the Fave 5, where I just ask 5 random questions. Some about music, some not about music. So our first question is. And you can give me 5 if you want to. Bands. Give me a favorite band.
1?
5 bands, if you can name them.
5 bands?
Bands or artists that you really love.
All right, now let's split it up.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, bands. Well, bands that have influenced me personally. If we talking I really like rock. I've gotten into rock a lot.
Yeah.
This past year, we talking but I'm gonna keep it 70s because that's that's what my core is. So probably Earth and Fire, Probably like Parliament Funkadelic. Who else? Owls Brothers.
Yeah,
That's tough.
The bands is hard. I got.
You can give me artists too.
What you got? You going for it?
I want to do artists separately.
We gonna come back.
I got. I'm gonna do Motley Crue because I'm definitely.
Say that again.
Motley Crue. You listen to Motley Crue?
That's like the rock.
They like.
I've heard of them.
They like were like '90s, early '90s, like the real. You remember the show Jackass?
Yeah.
They were that type of rock band, but their music was lit. Got Motley Crue as far as bands, and I'm real basic. I'm gonna say Internet too because they really like that to me.
See, I want to think about like new.
Yeah. It's a band called Bad Not Good, I believe.
I've heard of them.
Bad Not Good is lit. I fuck with them. And it was one more I was thinking of. Can't remember. No, can't remember. But I like them.
If we talking about rock bands, I'll say
you can
my
take any
favorite.
band.
Like, two of my favorite rock bands are like from the '90s, Radiohead and Nirvana. I really like them.
Nirvana, Fall Out Boy.
Yeah,
Like I don't know
Red
because
Hot
all
Chili
the people who actually listen to rock is gonna like
Red Hot Chili Peppers, bro. People don't know, but Red Hot Chili Peppers is like they got into like they're apprentice to P Funk, like George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. Like he is who brought them into the.
Yeah.
Their music is very funky, bro. Like,
Alright. But yeah, as far as bands, that's it for me.
but artists, you got more bands than that.
Nah, whatever band, rock people help me out. Whatever band sings the back off, I'll take you on.
Back on, I take on anyone.
Whoever sings
I don't know who's singing
Impact. It's Impact. It's Impact. Impact sings that song. I like that. I like them. I like that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Artists, my biggest influences as an artist / producer, if we taking it back, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye,
Yeah.
New School. My favorite producer is Pharrell. Kendrick is my favorite rapper, and I like a lot of people, man. For that 5th spot,
Yo,
Yeah,
it's hard
five
trying
is-
to
five
find
is-
anything.
I like
The top 5 is weird, man.
It ain't even gotta be top. It's just
who influenced
All right.
me.
Yeah.
So like my favorite artist of all time is Kanye. Kanye West.
you see that.
As far as the producer, real basic, Timbaland and Pharrell and Kanye also. As far as like singers, I don't really have no favorite singers. Like, as far as like R&B, I don't really have like a huge like old school R&B background for real. Like when I was a kid, I was listening to like the pop stations, like when Black Eyed Peas dropped their album.
Yeah.
Like, I was hyped about that.
104.6.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily know all the cookout music, but if it come on, I can sing it, but I just don't know like names and stuff. But yeah, Pharrell, I'm a diehard Kanye fan. Kanye could probably go all the way across the board. So yeah,
I got my 5th.
shout out to you. Who that?
Outkast.
Yeah.
And all right, so I have reasons for why they're my top 5. Because those 5 like artists / duo, they're artists and producers who aren't afraid. Like they were never afraid to test like boundaries.
Yeah.
They were never afraid to like. They would never box themselves in.
Right.
Like they just like what they did in their time, in their respective times, was revolutionary. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Man.
That's how
It get deep, man, with that. Like,
That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about Like yeah.
I feel like that about Kanye too.
Yeah.
He just lost.
He wilding at
He off the
I'm saying,
rail.
but my nigga, shit.
Yeah, he did.
That boy
He
makes
did what he did, man. He came in to impact the game. So.
He did what he was supposed to do.
So let me get to the other 4. So Fave strain of cannabis.
Oh boy.
I don't really smoke like that.
Okay.
And I make all my stuff like pretty sober. Like,
You give me alcohol then, if you drink.
I don't really drink.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't drink.
I drank a lot in the past. But
Well, what was your favorite drink when you did drink?
I ain't care.
Anything?
But he'll tell you when I smoked at his crib, like we was making a beat, and I was just like, it felt like before I was playing with my eyes closed, like I felt it just felt like, and they didn't even notice. I was like, bro, I'm over here tripping right now.
No, I heard it. I'm sitting on the couch and it's like I'm hearing the same note for like a minute though, but
It just felt like, bro,
it
was like,
You feel like it's just
euphoria.
going forever.
It was euphoria. Like I haven't smoked in, like I hadn't gotten high in a long time. So it was like,
tell Mo like, hey man.
I was like, bro, I don't think like I can do it on a daily basis no more.
Hell
like,
no, not me. I can speak.
I got to. It got to be situational for me. It got to be situational for me. Like I just got to be feeling it. Like go on past it, bro. It gotta be like that for me.
No, when I wake up, I brush my teeth and I give me a glass of water or some tea.
Orange juice.
Or some tea. And yeah, I'm sparking that up.
So what's your strain?
As far as like my favorite strain, I have no clue. I like different flavors. Like it's just like with music. Like some days I don't even want to do names because it's like mad names. But like some days I wake up, I don't know, and I just be wanting different flavors.
I feel like niggas be making up names.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even want to do the names because it's gonna be somebody like
Obama runs.
But yeah. I wake up. I roll a big fat blunt of Obama runs every single morning. That's my favorite.
So what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. I love that. Y'all are funny. So what is your favorite thing to do when you're not working on music? I've heard that in my last interview. Josh Waters said, "I smoke a lot of weed." That's what he said.
I like to watch movies. I don't know. I just do whatever I feel like on a given day. But like, honestly, this year has got me into watching movies a lot more. Just being in the crib. But it's like now I look at movies in a lot different light. Like I tried to go back during quarantine and watch like all the classics that I missed or like I haven't seen in a long time to like look at them in different like
yes, it hit different when you go back and be like, yo, when I saw this, I don't remember seeing all this.
Yeah.
And then you actually understand certain things and some stuff that we
You know what
don't
had us
get.
geeking the other night, bro? We watched the Grinch. Jim Carrey version of the Grinch, bro. It had us geeking like
There was a bunch of like subliminal
he
stuff
just
in
fool like
He's a petty.
He just fool, man. Like
He
you ever
is
seen
petty.
Ace Ventura?
there. Yeah. What have I seen it?
Yeah. In The Mask, and he just like Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Is a person.
Oh, I thought you.
I think the story of the Grinch is very petty. So first of all, you're mad because other people are happy about Christmas. You go and try to rob them of their shit, and then they gonna invite you to dinner.
They did my boy dirty when he was
This
dead.
shit was
They
petty.
did him dirty, but Grinch overreacted though, cause like you did come to class looking fool, bro. Like,
Bro, who was going to tell him like he was?
That whole town ain't do you like that though. Leave them innocent kids alone. They ain't do shit to you.
like, bro, but where he even came from? Where he even came
He
from?
developed.
Nah, cause remember
He developed.
Remember they had the part where they was floating in, and he knocked somebody else baby out the way in the air. And
That's what I'm
flew
saying,
somebody
like-
else. So who is this nigga actually? Like,
Look, man.
You know what?
Some things you just got.
yeah,
We gonna need to get high to get that
There
answer.
we go.
I'm
I'm with three on this one.
we gonna need Dr. Seuss. hey, smoking on Dr. Seuss runs.
Oh, not the Doctor Who.
Speaking of which, that's actually another great question. Hold on, how many did Sean said? Ben, I gave you the 5 hours and so on. What you strain? Okay, what about favorite movie or cartoon? Whichever one.
That's tough.
Cartoon, SpongeBob. Easy.
SpongeBob is like that's the most.
Yeah.
I don't.
SpongeBob is still
It's hard.
funny.
It's hard to pick anything over that because it's so relatable. It has no reason to be that good, bro. Of a show.
SpongeBob won over all the cartoons we grew up on, bro.
Like,
we
literally.
grew up. That was
You see how many
That
times,
was
how many memes have come out of SpongeBob? Like,
still.
their writers are genius. Like,
They have been funny our entire. They're like South Park or like any other show with like 20 seasons or something like that. Like they have consistently been like top of the game,
I think
top
it's
tier.
nothing that they can really compare to, like to put in it. That's like a versus comp. Like they have a versus.
Yeah.
Who going up against SpongeBob?
I don't know. Like,
got
as far as the kids cartoon, I don't know. Like,
Cartoon.
but
Yeah, no.
I asked this question, so I'd be like, okay, what you taking, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
Which
Wait,
cartoon?
what
Is it-
year?
Like what
Yeah,
year?
what year? Cause see,
Take
I'm an '89
I'ma
baby,
go-
so
See, because Nickelodeon with the '90s, it's hard because the cartoon. Like
90s,
you want to say, you kind of want to say Nickelodeon,
But
but
it's
I want to
Cartoon
say
Network.
Cartoon. I say Cartoon Network because,
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
bro, and people are so scared of that show. I'm like, bro, you gotta get through the fear, bro. It's really a genius show, bro. Like
That joint is scary though.
that shit
It
is.
is.
Scary.
No, it
My
is.
nerves was bad as a child. That shit scared me. Living in the middle of nowhere and you trying to tell them something going on and they don't hear you. That shit sounds scary. He sounded all alone.
Cartoon Network. It had the cartoons, but it also had like the other stuff going along with like Toonami. You had like the little cutaways where they would have like songs for the different, like Dexter's Lab, like the Back to the Lab.
Oh,
Again,
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like it was so dope. Like the aesthetic.
I gotta actually go back and watch it.
It's a little darker than the Nickelodeon though. Like with Nick, remember that show Invader Zim? Right?
Yeah.
Invader Zim with the
With
alien.
Gert?
It's kind of dark, and I feel like it didn't last
past
long.
my time.
I feel like it didn't last long because it was on Nick. If it was on Cartoon Network, then it would have lasted long because it was dark. And Cartoon Network didn't care. Like, you gonna get what you gonna get from them. Like, but
I
Nick,
like Nickelodeon
Nick had,
because
like,
we had all that. We had
Rugrats.
Rugrats. We had
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power. You had
It's Told by
then even in like the newer, you had Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents. You had SpongeBob. You had
Bruh, look, bro.
Nick-
Cartoon
Nick
Network.
crazy, but
Cartoon
Cartoon
Network
Network.
had Codename Kid Next Door.
I've seen that's newer too. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
What else? I don't even know if we do an Adventure Time regular show.
That's the new. They
That-
definitely.
All right, yeah, we can cut that
Better
out. 'Cause That's
than
like more the
Nick
kids. That's like more for the
But-
kids. So Courage.
Samurai Jack. You had like Powerpuff Girls. You had
I love the Powerpuff Girls. Dexter, Johnny
Johnny
Bravo,
Bravo.
Cow and Chicken.
come on, man.
Cow
Like,
and Chicken. Wait.
Come on.
Was that?
that was Cartoon Network.
That was Cartoon Network?
Cow and Chicken, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and then
Billy
you
and
had Rocco.
Billy and Mandy was a good show. Too. I
Rocco's
Billy and Mandy
Modern
was.
World.
But yeah,
don't know why the Grim Reaper was Jamaican, but
yeah, it's sleep.
it,
Whatever.
it,
No one happy. But cartoon, yeah. Movie. My favorite movie of all time is A Bronx Tale, and I'm not exactly sure why.
I gotta go back and rewatch that.
I watched that a million times over and
But
over.
I really don't know what my favorite movie is, but like, it's probably gonna be a full answer, bro. But like, 'cause I know the movies that I watched most growing up on some black type, like, as far as black go,
What is it?
niggas give Baby Boy so much hell, bro. But I love Baby Boy, dog. Like, I love ATL. You know, but look. I have
So
reasons.
right.
I have reasons why though. I have reasons
But
why.
Baby Boy top of your list, like top
No.
three?
I'm saying like this is just like on some black. This is just what I watched a lot, bro.
All right.
It's not a top of my list.
This
like,
shit was
just
so
in general.
toxic.
I really like no, but like think about those movies, bro. The people casted for those parts they were literally perfect for their parts.
Right.
That's what I liked about them.
Yeah,
It's like Baby Boy ain't the greatest movie now. It's full,
Yeah.
but
that shit was
It's just
all
like
over the
perfect.
place.
It's just like
Casted.
Friday. It's just
But
like
I
Friday.
also think that the storyline, like somebody who kind of doesn't want to let go of his mom, and you know,
but my favorite
we
movies,
keep going there.
like my favorite movies in general. My favorite movies in general. I really like Marvel movies. I like the Matrix trilogy. I like
You seen Star Wars, bro?
yeah. I just
I've
watched
never
Star
been
Wars
to
this
Star
year.
Wars.
I watched Star Wars.
You know
during
what? I'm
that
gonna do
time.
that. I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna report back.
I don't really care for the last three, but I like the first trilogy, the second trilogy, and the Road Wars.
Okay, so it's
But
like
I
9
can't.
movies.
Them last three, I just can't rock with them, bro. Like,
Okay. I love how we just went on a rapid there. That's so cool. So we are going to wrap things up, and I'm going to give y'all a chance to say something in closing. Bring up anything that you want to promote.
Yeah. Before we do that, I did want to, I brought you a gift. That's a little something.
For me?
Yeah, we had a little shoot earlier, so I just want to present you with the Yunoshi Lyon hoodie.
And you know I'm a fan, girl, so I'm excited. Thank you.
Oh, we got the pants coming out too, so I laced you with the pants. So
snap! The whole fit.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Those coming out real soon. By the time everybody sees it, those should be out. But if not, Cyber Monday, go with your boy.
Cyber
By
Monday.
the time this come out, this song should also be out.
Yeah.
So that's coming up.
It'll
I
be
also
in your
have a
phone.
song. Oh, you go ahead.
No, I ain't mean to interrupt you, but yeah, that'll be in your phone. Long time will be in your phone real soon.
Long time. Okay.
Also, I got a song coming out end of the month with Reese. I think I said that right. Rice.
I have no idea.
I actually asked her, and I really didn't get no straight answer. So, you know who you are.
You know who
the
you
streets
are.
know who you are. Song coming out called. Damn, why am I so bad at remembering the song?
It's a lot of
Feels.
You make so much music. It's
yeah,
okay.
Feels.
We'll
It's
know
an
it.
amazing song though, and it was really like on some spur of the moment type. Like we wrote the song while we was there and made the beat while we was there. It's an amazing song, bottom line.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna love it, and we got a lot more coming.